welcome to episode 5. Today I'm providing our drink. TJ thinks I'm weird. I'm just trying to come with a lot of energy today. So today's drink is gingerade kombucha. TJ just told me he's also never had kombucha. So apparently he has never had any of the drinks I have provided. Not the pink drink, not the Diet Coke, which is still weird to me, and not kombucha. So he's in for a roller coaster experience for his taste buds.
Yeah, this has been a weird month. Just all these new things.
Yeah, you should get out more. Okay, tell me what you think.
Okay.
I put it in this little cup assuming he didn't want much more than that.
I don't know how far I'll get. I do like ginger.
Okay.
I don't know about the kombucha. I'm going to smell it first.
Don't smell it. Don't smell it.
Don't?
Don't smell it.
Just drink it?
Just drink it.
Okay. This is way better than I was expecting.
Really?
Way so much
Nailed
better.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love kombucha. It's good for your stomach too, and it's gluten-free and vegan and kosher.
Great. A little weird on the aftertaste, but I really like the ginger.
Well, I'm glad I provided it for today's episode.
Uh-huh.
So, what are we talking about today? I forget. So you can introduce the topic.
Remodeling ROI.
Oh, yes. So a lot of people really consider, obviously, the return on investment when they're remodeling their home in case they go to sell it. You know, they want to get some money back. There's a few different theories, I guess, or kind of schools of thought on can you get your money back? You want to elaborate on that a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, there's a bunch of factors, right? Like if you're flipping it, that's a totally different scenario as compared to if you're going to live there for 10 years, right? 10 years from now, who knows what the market's going to be. Like anything over 5, I generally tell people, like, do what's comfortable for you and don't worry so much about what you're going to get back because it's so hard to predict, and that's kind of long enough where hopefully the house would appreciate and
cover a lot more of your cost.
Yeah, so I think you got to be really specific about what your intentions are with the house and how it works with your family and how long you're going to be there.
And so focus less on the ROI, which is return investment or return of investment. For those of you who don't know that, like me.
Nailed it.
Thanks.
It's so good.
I know.
Yeah, so money's certainly one part of it, right?
Right.
And if you're interested, Remodeling Magazine does this report every year. It's called Cost versus Value. And they break it up by parts of the country. So for us, it would be Mid-Atlantic. Okay. And then it breaks it up by room type. And then it breaks it up by like high, medium, or low in terms of the quality of the renovation. Like if you're moving a bunch of stuff around, like most of the time when we're working on a project, it's a bigger project and things are moving around. Right? And people want nice stuff because they're going to live in their house for more than 5 years.
Right.
So we would be in the high. If you're doing it for resale, just to flip it, you might be in the medium. I've never met anybody in the low. I don't even understand how they define low. It's not great. You don't want it.
Right.
But they have a percentage. Basically, if you sold your house the day after you finished the remodel, what could you expect to recoup?
Oh.
Right? So let's just say, I don't know what the current numbers are, but let's just say kitchen's 70%.
Okay.
Right? So you're spending money on it, but the actual cost of it is 30%. Right? Because you can expect to get 70% back. They're not hard and fast numbers. Right? But
that does make sense because I've come across people who want to do something to their kitchen, but then they feel like, well, if I put X amount of money in, the market's never I can't sell it tomorrow for that amount. So they need to understand there's going to be a little bit of cost that's not recouped. Probably, I mean, I'm just assuming based on like design, like are you paying for somebody to customize the design, experience?
Yeah.
I mean, are you managing every trade?
I think that's the other part of the equation that people need to think about when they talk about what they're investing. It's not just money. Right? You're investing a lot of emotion into it. And, if I were to remodel my house now that I have kids, it would be way different than when my wife and I were single. I mean, we were married, but no kids, and we remodeled our house. Like, we just had a much higher threshold for
pain,
right?
right.
So you might spend more money to have a better emotional experience, right? They're often
I like that.
encounter more money is
Better
you know,
experience.
better
You're
experience.
working with better people.
Right, or you can save a bunch of money and do it all yourself and be the GC, and then you're dealing with everything, right? So you save the money, but the cost is emotional.
Right. It's kind of like that. I actually had a client tell me this once. It's like you can have two out of the three things: quick, cheap, or well done. But you can't have all. So you have to pick. Do you want it quick and cheap? It's not gonna be well done. If it's well done and quick, it's not gonna be cheap. You kind of use those. I thought that was interesting.
Interesting.
Okay, that's all I have to add. Okay, moving on then
All
to
right.
the new subject.
We have a remodeling story.
Oh,
okay.
okay. TJ has a remodeling story.
I have a remodeling story. So this is another bathroom. It wasn't George Washington's house.
Okay.
I mean, the last one wasn't George Washington's house either.
Okay.
So we're doing this bathroom, and the other side of the wall there happened to be another bathroom.
Okay.
And we demo all the stuff, right? So we're down to the subfloor, and all of a sudden the floor feels like bouncier than it should feel.
Like squishy, like it was soaked in water, or like
no,
unstable?
Like if a trampoline, like not like that deep, but
Okay.
that's the kind of bouncy I'm talking about.
And you'd already taken up all the tile and everything.
All
was
the,
just,
So yeah, we realized when all the tile was off.
Okay.
The plywood was really bouncy, and we're like, this is not right. Like we need to like do some further investigation now. So we talked to the homeowner, and we cut a hole in the floor. And when we cut the hole, there weren't any floor joists. Like normally a floor joist is like every 16 inches, and there weren't any. So we're like, where's the? So we cut the hole a little bit bigger, and then we cut the hole, and there weren't any floor joists for 4 feet, and it went under the wall into the other bathroom. So we're like, what is going on here? And what happened is when they built this house, they had all the pipes from the two bathrooms just go into this 4 foot by 4 foot
Opening,
hole.
which was the floor.
They were just so we had to reroute all the pipes to get the floor joist in to make it safe. It was pretty dangerous.
So it's almost like a floating floor that no one knew was floating.
Yeah, it was kind of like an elevator shaft, but just like.
How does something like that even pass inspection? Or is it back then they might have just done it?
Yeah, it was a house in the late 60s.
Okay. People just didn't care about safety then, I guess.
I think the guidelines were a little bit different.
Yeah. That's crazy.
You see
Talk about
crazy
things
stuff.
you don't expect to see when you're estimating a project or building the project.
You got it.
Yeah.
All right.
Awesome. Okay.
We'll see you next Thursday.
Bye.